Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm just going to give you a quick tour of a bike that I've rescued over the last couple of years. So yeah, stick around. If you're new to the channel, my name's Sarah, awesome to have you here again. If you like what you see, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down below, and come back every Friday for new motorcycle content. So this week, just wanted to give you a quick tour of a DUCATI 996 that I rescued on behalf of a friend. So a few years ago, one of my friends contacted me and said they'd got a DUCATI 996 that they'd rescued from a garden. It had been sat under a tarpaulin for about 10 years, half stripped. It had a very minor drop, so the bodywork needed to be repaired and repainted, and then it had just been left there. It had just sat there for years and years. But it was a bike that was worth saving. So yeah, he got in touch with me, and I said, yeah, sure. And I just wanted to show you guys what we started with and what we're finished with. The DUCATI 996 came out in 1999, ran till 2002, replaced the 916 in the lineup. It was then replaced by the 998 in 2002, so it was quite a short production run. They were 112 horsepower, the twin, and about 200 kilos dry weight. So reality, that means they're around 220 kilos when they got a full tank of fuel and all their fluids in them. When the bike arrived with me, it was in a really sorry state, having been sat under a tarpaulin for 10 years in a garden. Italian bikes aren't well known for their quality of finish, if I'm honest. So yeah, a lot of the paint had flaked off. There was a lot of rust on the frame. The wheels were well corroded. The forks were all corroded. It wasn't anything structural. It was just a lot of superficial stuff. What we then did is I completely stripped the bike down to a bare frame, had the frame blasted. After it was blasted, I repainted everything in factory original colours. So the frame, wheels, engine, and all the bodywork were all repainted, and then reassembled a majority of it with new parts. The bike was originally a Biposto, so it was a base model. We still have the Biposto bodywork for it as well, but my friend wanted it to be turned into a single seat, so an SPS replica almost. But it was a fairly sympathetic restoration. We didn't replace absolutely everything. It is a 20-year-old bike now, so we didn't want it to look concourse. We just wanted it to look a lot better than it did. So it's got a lot of new parts on it, but a lot of the parts haven't been replaced where they were good to reuse. So this is the bike as it stands now, after all the work that we've done on it. We decided it was worth rescuing because it's only got 4,654 miles on it. So it's an extremely low mileage bike. When it arrived with me, it was in a really sorry state, having been sat under a tarpaulin in a garden for so long. The frame was really rusty, the wheels were all corroded. Someone had decided to paint all of the carbon fibre with black gloss paint for some reason, so we stripped all of that back and it's now back to carbon fibre again. By and large, the bike is original. We've put some aftermarket levers on it. But really, the bike is pretty much as it would have been, with the exception of a single seat conversion. So the bike had new timing belts, new clutch cover, new tyres. It actually had the original tyres on it. When I picked it up, it had the factory original tyres from 1999. I put new brake pads all round, new chain and sprocket, new brake lines. They're actually braided brake lines. Actually had to replace the forks because the legs were so corroded that they couldn't be recovered. So we replaced the forks with new. Nearly all of the rubber parts were replaced, all of the hoses. The engine now has a full silicon radiator hose set. So it's only got 4,600 miles on it, which is why we decided it was worth saving this bike. The wiring loom was completely checked over, and several fixes were made wherever it was needed. So it was a sympathetic restoration, which means not everything was replaced with new. So you'll still see that there are some old parts on this bike which aren't pristine, but that was the point of the buy, was get it back to a standard which was true to its age. So it was a good quality bike that could be ridden again. And the 996 is an iconic bike. Anyway guys, that was a very quick video this week. Just wanted to give you a quick look at the DUCATI 996 that I restored for a friend. If you like what you see, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below. I'll be back again next week with more motorcycle related content. In the meantime, get on those bikes, enjoy them, ride safe. See you again soon.